Hello, everyone. I'm Mark.
And I'm Rob.
And today we're going to talk about whether or not Mark Jackson would be the best coach or a good coach for the Indiana Fever if they ever fire Coach Size, which they should. And welcome to Mark and Rob's Sports Showdown, one of the hottest and best sports talk shows on the planet. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Please do. And hit the notification bell when you do, so you get notified of our next videos. So, Rob, Jason Whitlock's idea was Mark Jackson would be a good choice, not just because of his experience, which we talked about Mark Jackson's possibility before, but he said he thinks it'd be better if there was a black male in charge of the team with a white star. And I'm not sure why it has to be male, but he's a bit of a sexist, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to like black women for reasons I could get into, and I'm not going to. But I can understand his argument for why, if you have a white star and you're going to give the white star the keys to the Ferrari, like you should, so that the black women on the team won't resent it, because they can't call. It's hard to call a black male or a black person a racist when you're black and they're favoring the white person. They could, but it just wouldn't be pretty hollow if it did. Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, well, basically, he's a great coach. I mean, that just despite the whatever black-white relationship, he'd be a great coach. He played in Indiana, and also he has experience, and I think he would know exactly how to utilize Clark's abilities. Also, he was also with defense. He would definitely get them playing better defense. I think that'd be a great choice.
It would be a fantastic choice. Here's another reason: he was a point guard, and Caitlin Clark is a point guard. And she's a great passer, but she's not a perfect passer or player. She still has too many turnovers. Of course, we know a lot of his passes are being dropped. But Mark Jackson was a great point guard in terms of passing ability. And he could teach her a few things. So he could perfect her. Passing's already great. Imagine if it's even better. Imagine, that'd be great. Now, he also was defensive-minded when he was at Golden State, believe it or not. They were defensive-minded when it didn't work out for him there. I'm not sure why. But his personality is not my favorite. But you know what? He wasn't a great defender. But in college, actually, he got nominated for all conference defense or something like that. But in the pros, he was considered a little bit of a liability on defense because his feet were not quick. He didn't have quick feet. But he wasn't a disaster in defense. But either way, he knows defense. He's been in the league and coaching and playing a long time, and he could teach Clark and the rest of the team a few things about defense and emphasize that, because they're last in the league.
Yeah, he definitely could show her how to improve on a point guard, and also, like I said, he does know defense. I know the coaches he had who had under him, he kind of can pick from them and show how this is the way we play defense.
And Rob, what do you think about the race thing that is his angle of Jason Whitlock? You think it'd be better if you had a black coach as opposed to a white coach when you got a white star, that you're going to have to show some favoritism in the sense that you're going to have to give the keys to the Ferrari and let her run the offense?
So I guess the most of the teams I coached were white, and I was a black coach. So does that mean, I guess, being the black coach, it was better for me to coach the white kids? I had people.
Well, if you had a black star, I guess it would be the same thing. If you had a black star that you had to give the keys to the Ferrari for, maybe it would help a little bit.
But I mean,
I can see the argument.
I did. Actually, I did. The first year I did, I had a real big player. He was very dominant, But I mean, I'm just saying, just put aside the racing thing and just say he would just be a better coach. Doesn't matter what color. He would be a better coach.
I agree with that too. We wanted to explore his theory with someone who wasn't white, so that's why I brought it up to you. And I think there's something to that. And I don't think it's the most important thing in the world, but I think
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To me, it's not important. I'm like, okay, so I have this great white player on the team, and so you think that she's going to listen to me more, or people are going to say, oh, well, it's okay. He's the black coach. He's a black male, and he's coaching this girl. Do you think that's really going to change the way people think about her? I don't think so.
I think there is something to that, Rob. Just because it wouldn't make a difference to you, it doesn't mean it won't make a difference to another black individual. You're like that. That's how you are. You have a good perspective on it. But someone like I have no idea how Mitchell and Wheeler are in terms of race or anything like that. But I know they already resent Clark as it is. So if they had a black coach giving her the keys to the Ferrari, maybe they respect it a little bit more. I don't know. I'm just saying I can see that happening for some black individuals, not you and not everyone. I can just see there may be some truth to it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know if it's, like I said, I don't think it's the most important thing. I think you just got to get the right coach. And right now we have a disaster of a coach.
Well, and then those two players who happen to be black, they have to deal with it. If they're going to say something like, "Oh, Coach Rob, he's favoring Clark and he's getting more plays for her and not me," well, there's a reason for that. She's better than you, okay? So deal with it.
I know. I just chose those two because they're guards and they're playing.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if they're going to come at me like that, I'd be very blunt. She's better than you. How's that?
Right. Well, that's true. Certainly in passing, they are.
I'm very straight like that. I'm kind of straight like that.
And they're better and she's a better 3-point shooter. So I don't know. I thought it was an interesting theory, and I honestly think Mark Jackson would be a great coach compared to Coach Sides. Might not be the perfect coach, but I think he's also smart enough to run an offense that's conducive to Caitlin Clark's skills.
Right.
Which doesn't seem like a hard concept.
It's not that hard. Yeah, it's not that hard.
And he's available because he got laid off or fired, whatever you want to call it, along with Van Gundy. Maybe he can bring Van Gundy as his assistant because they're buddies. And Van Gundy was a very good coach and a smart guy.
And Van Gundy also coming from give some props out to Nazareth College of Rochester.
Van Gundy
he's an alumni of my college I went to. He graduated 2 years after me. So I mean, I think actually Van Gundy left Boston. I forgot he's going someplace else. But I mean,
but they're both available.
I think Mark would like that. I mean, they're like, obviously it seems like they don't want him to be the coach in any NBA team. I don't see they have all these openings. I don't see his name being mentioned at all for the NBA. Right. If he wants to still coach, go make your mark. Go make your mark in the WNBA.
Right. If you're kind of new to basketball, Jeff Van Gundy is a former coach but not a player in the NBA, but he played in college at Nazareth. And Mark Jackson played for Indiana and also the Knicks, and he was also a coach. And they also did color analysts together at ABC/ESPN, and they just got laid off last year. So that's if you're not sure what I was talking about, they're available. That's why. And they're both former coaches, and they're both unemployed right now, as far as I know. So guess what? I can't wait to see if that happens over the Olympic break.
Yeah.
I take either one of them. And that's our take for today. I don't know. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And hit that notification bell when you do. And we got our live show Eastern time from 7 to 8. And you can call in or you can talk. And if you like this video, please hit the like button. And feel free to make intelligent, non-insulting comments, which our people are great at doing. And I appreciate your support. Until the next video. See you.